25, 55 plus communities.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Ole.
25, 55 plus communities in Central Florida. I know it's a bit overwhelming. Get ready to be even more overwhelmed because there's a lot of options. But we're gonna go over each of these communities, just a kind of a brief overview of each, and we'll kind of go through them quickly. This basically includes the Orlando, Kissimmee area, St. Cloud, up into
Mount Dora.
Leesburg, Mount Dora. All right. So at the end of the video, we'll have more information, so you can look at all of these 55 plus communities in one thing.
Yeah, we can do a quick spreadsheet because honestly, I've had people, call in on one and I mention other ones and they had no idea. So it's important. But we do have 3 new ones coming up, but we don't have a lot of information. You want me to throw those out there too?
Yeah, so before we do the list, what are these 3?
One I'm really excited about is Del Webb in Minneola. So it's in the hills of Minneola. There is in Leesburg, D.R. Horton, which is a very affordable 55 plus option, and that is called the Heritage in Leesburg.
It's really just on the rumor mill, but obviously there's Webb Sunbridge, but I think there's some plans for more 55 plus communities in the Sunbridge area. So again, as we get more information, we'll keep you guys up to date. So those are 3 that are kind of like, coming to the area, but here we go. You ready?
So you 45, 50-year-olds, you'll know about those as we keep you guys informed.
25, 55 plus communities.
Here we go.
Here we go. First community, Solivita. I'll give a brief overview of Solivita. Solivita is one of the more popular communities. Obviously, if you guys are doing your own research, you probably run across Solivita. It's a larger community. They've got 11 outdoor pools. They've got indoor pools, multiple fitness areas, clubhouses, beautiful golf courses. I would say the one piece of feedback we get from Solivita is maybe people don't like the area surrounding Solivita as much.
Well, and that's just because it's a hard, once you get outside, you've got a beautiful restaurant, a couple of restaurant options in the gates, but once you get outside the gates, it's about a 20-minute drive, and you have to go into Orlando or you have to go up to Sand Lake and Celebration. So it's just a little bit of a ride. But I have to tell you, they are moving down Poinciana Parkway with development, so that's changing too. And even right outside your gates there on Cypress.
They've got a hospital, they've got shopping right there.
And they're building it up. It won't be long.
All right, community number 2, Twin Lakes.
Yep. So Twin Lakes is unique. It's in St. Cloud, which is a growing area that's super easy to get to even the Lake Nona area. And a unique thing about Twin Lakes is they have a big lake, and they have a dock, and they have a pontoon boat and kayaks available for the homeowners. So people that actually like to boat, that's a great place to be. Yeah.
Good mid-sized community, new build options available. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Number 3, Del Webb Sunbridge.
Another beautiful community, and that one is the beginning of that whole Sunbridge master community, and they're kicking it in, and the amenities are getting close to being done. Del Webb Sunbridge is about 1,300 homes.
Community number 4, Del Webb Orlando.
Del Webb Orlando is sold out, and that is actually in Davenport. It's south of I-4, so you're starting to head towards the Sebring, Lakeland, Lake Wales area. Sold out, beautiful community, but nothing new there. So resales.
Resales available, and it's got a gorgeous clubhouse. I mean, Del Webb fashion, it is beautiful. What's the it's kind of like 2 different communities, isn't it? There's like
there's High Vista. Well, there's High Vista, which is also a 55 plus on that master planned road. There's a couple, 3 different communities, and then the golf course that flows through.
Yeah, like the golf course is part of it's not part of Del Webb, it's part of whatever.
The master community.
Master community. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Four Seasons.
Number 5.
Oh, number 5, Four Seasons.
Four Seasons is Hovnanian upscale custom type builder, and it is literally 10 minutes from the parks. So if you like that, plus it's the Mystic Dunes golf course goes through it, and it's a smaller community, and so it's more boutique-y or just neighborhood, but phenomenal location if you love to be in that area.
It does not lack amenities either for the size of the community. Cool. All right, number 6, the Lakes at Harmony.
That's in St. Cloud as well. Still building. They have 2 builders there, Lennar and Jones Home. They have a sort of a town center that's a part of a couple of different neighborhoods and a golf course through there. So that makes that unique.
Yeah, the whole Harmony development is pretty cool. Number 7, Tohoqua Reserve.
So Tohoqua, I don't know, Tohoqua, potato. So Tohoqua is actually Pulte Homes. Pulte and Del Webb are the same company. Del Webb's typically they're more active adult communities. They're larger. They usually have a tavern and restaurant available, and they're really going to town with activities and things like that. Tohoqua Reserve is a deeded 55 plus, smaller community. They have the amenities as far as the pool, pickleball courts, and things like that.
Kind of a small
but not the ballroom and events and things like that.
Number 8, the gatherings at Lake Nona.
The gatherings at Lake Nona is super unique as far as it goes in this area anyway. The Central Florida area, there's not very many condominiums. In fact, there's only a couple of properties that are condominiums. The gatherings at Lake Nona is your condominium complex option, and that's right downtown Lake Nona. Super cool area.
Yep, it's like nestled inside Laureate Park, right across from the VA, the new VA facility, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of cool stuff going on there. So if you are interested in condos, there's a cool option. Number 9, Del Webb Oasis.
Del Webb Oasis is also down near the parks and completely brand spanking new. They don't have the amenities. They're starting to pre-sell. I think they opened up their pre-sales in a couple of weeks. They're going to let you start taking tours. An interesting thing for any of these Del Webbs, we need to visit Webb Sunbridge. That's where your models are, because they don't have models in each of the other communities. So it's important to get that agent to take you to the Sunbridge, and then you can go visit the others to see the outlying area and that type of thing.
All right, so the way we have this organized, that kind of covers the Orlando area, and we're going to go into Claremont, Leesburg, Mount Dora area next. What's interesting is that Orlando area is like everything's new build, really, right? There was nothing that didn't have new build.
Webb Orlando, of course, that was south.
Oh, yeah,
that was actually
Orlando.
South of I-4. So yes, they didn't have the 55 plus in Orlando until recently. I mean, 10 years ago, there was nothing.
Well, cool. Good to know. All right. Claremont, Leesburg, Mount Dora. Community number 10. Plantations at Leesburg.
So that's right in what I call 55 plus row on Highway 27. So there's a bunch right in the same little area. And Plantation is one of the larger ones. It's 2,800 homes. All sold out. Built out by 2007. So it makes it a little bit more affordable than a lot of the new builds at this point. However, you also have a very established neighborhood in a sold-out community, and actually the resales are slim pickings at this point. Again, another reason to get an agent that knows all these communities. Makes it so much easier, because this can be overwhelming if you don't.
Community number 11. Kings Ridge.
Downtown Claremont, you can even ride your golf cart to the Publix. It has a beautiful couple of golf courses in there, one 18-hole and one executive, I think.
The other cool thing about that is you've got Legends across the way, so you got 2 golf courses that you can go play immediately. You're in a part of Claremont where you have Heartwood Marsh, and you can easily access Winter Garden, Horizon West, sort of through the back roads. And
and
nice
it unique to it on all of these resales in Leesburg and Claremont area. It's the only one you can use your golf cart to go grocery shopping.
Community number 12, Royal Highlands.
Come on down. So Royal Highlands is one of my favorites. It's very rural feeling because it's in between Claremont and Leesburg on 27, and it's surrounded by conservation, and there's really nothing else right outside the gate, which can be a negative to some people, and other people like driving, a little bit further to get into town. It's very scenic.
Publix is what, 8 minutes up the road?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's super easy. But at this time, it's super rural. Panther sightings, great bird watching. It's a beautiful, very scenic community.
Number 13, Trilogy. Trilogy's unique. I think probably in terms of the size of the community, the most amenities, like per capita, right? It's like not a huge community, but this is probably one of the nicest clubhouses ever.
So it is unique in the fact that it does not have a golf course, yet it built a big restaurant bar, acts like a 5-star Marriott. You can order your lunch by the pool. They have music on weekends by the pool.
It's a cool vibe.
Number 14, Pennbrooke Fairways. Let me tell you about Pennbrooke. So Pennbrooke is on Highway 44, and it's right outside the village's gate. So if you're considering the villages, which is its own animal, Pennbrooke is a great place to look. It's got 3 9-hole golf courses and a restaurant on property, and you're literally 5 minutes from Brownwood Square. So you don't sort of pay the prices you do in the villages, but you got your nice community, and then you kind of have the access to all the villages' lifestyle as far as their squares. It is completely sold out, and they have from a 1-bedroom home up to a 3-bedroom home, some villas in that community. Very affordable as well.
Very affordable.
15, Heritage Hills. We're back down in Claremont. This is actually across Hancock Parkway from Kings Ridge. And Heritage Hills is a newer Lennar community that sold out in like 2014, 2015. So it's got villas
Heritage Hills
and single-family homes.
Do they have a golf course?
No golf. No, they just have that simulator in their clubhouse. Number 16, Legacy at Leesburg.
Here, let's do this. Justin, here, hop on camera, man. You tell us about Legacy. Justin's pops lives in Legacy.
Yep. Legacy of Leesburg, nice filled community, sold out. Has a good reputation, I would say. It has a good reputation for the nature trails. People love the nature trails. We spoke with a woman in Mount Dora who used to live there. She loved the nature trails. My dad, Jimmy Diesel, lives there. He lives there and then is a member at Mission Inn. So he golfs at Mission Inn, lives in Legacy, just likes the community. Well maintained, good social club, great amenities, just a great atmosphere and great 55 plus community.
Very nice. Thank you, Justin.
Nicely done, sir. All right, number 17, Lakes of Mount Dora. This is one of my favorite communities because downtown Mount Dora is awesome. Super cool.
You like to eat.
I love to eat. There's so many good options. It's like, what else? Go eat and drink and just enjoy downtown Mount Dora is awesome. And then, Lakes Mount Dora is right up the road from that. And then the community, the way it's laid out, is just so pretty. There's water like separating all of the houses. You can kind of kayak through the community. You can there's little bridges that connect the little sections of the neighborhood. You got people kayaking under the bridges, and then obviously the clubhouse and stuff is super nice. It's just a really cool option.
It is, and if you like to fish, they have some huge bass in those waterways.
Really?
Good for fishing, yeah.
Yeah, and then the whole Harris chain of lakes is really cool. I mean, this whole Leesburg area, you can take advantage of that, but like Lake Dora is just rent a boat, go out there, or if you have a boat, that's a good fun weekend kind of thing. Spend the day on the water, go to different restaurants on the water. It's a cool area. Cool community, cool area.
18, Highland Lakes. I'm going to take a little quick moment to say resales are very low right now. It's important to come and see these communities, decide which ones, and if it happens to be a resale community only, then your agent keeps you involved in when something comes up and gets you on top of it. And the reason I mentioned that because of Highland Lakes is that's only 950 homes. It's got beautiful natural lakes throughout it. It's very neighborhood. They were finished by the year 2000, so the floor plans are a little bit older, but there's a lot of updating that had gone on. Nothing for sale in there. One listing came up, it's gone. So we have a wish list, people kind of waiting. So that's why even if you're, a year out, make some plans, come visit, decide on the communities that you really like, and then it'll happen when it's supposed to. Highland Lakes, beautiful community.
Yeah, be ready to go. 19, Summit Greens.
So you guys know this community because that Sanctuary Golf Course.
Sanctuary Ridge.
Yes, it's that big hilly one. I don't know if you remember it, but that's a hard golf course.
It's closed down.
It's closed down.
Well, it's closed down now, but that's because they're revamping it. It is going to be open. So somebody has purchased the golf course, the restaurant, and all that stuff. They're revamping it. That's going to be open in a year.
I would say, and it's a bummer that's closed at the moment. When it comes back, that is probably one of the coolest golf courses.
My gosh, it starts way up.
The elevation change throughout the whole thing is just nuts. There's a couple holes where it's you just don't feel like you're in Florida.
It's beautiful. And again, Summit Greens, 750 homes, boutique type, very solid community, very little for sale.
All right, 20, Royal Harbor.
So Royal Harbor is 750 homes, so it's a smaller community built by Pringle, on this beautiful topography that goes up, has a lighthouse at the peak of the hill. You can see Lake Dora and Lake Harris from that area. Mm-hmm. And right across the street is Hickory Point, which is a public boat ramp. And it's the only community that actually has homes on Lake Harris with docks. Only about 12 or 15 of the houses.
How much do one of those go for?
Well, lately,
$1 million?
No, not $1 million, like 600 to 800.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they were 400 and 500 not that long ago. But
oh, really?
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
But
it's not. I mean, that's pretty crazy because it's not cheap to get on the Harris Chain Lake directly on the lake. There's canals and stuff that you can get on that. Number 21. Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Don't do Sullivan Ranch.
Why?
Okay, you can do Sullivan Ranch.
Why?
Go ahead. Well,
number 21, Sullivan Ranch. Now you got to explain yourself.
Sullivan Ranch isn't really a true 55-plus community. It's a multi-generational community. The pool and everything is used by everybody. What they have is a couple of streets that are 55-plus designated, and that's because they do all the maintenance. So it's sort of a maintenance-free. They'll do the landscaping and all of that stuff. So I think the person that would fit would be somebody that just wants their home taken care of, doesn't really need the activities or, they still have
the 55-plus lifestyle.
Yeah.
All right, number 22, Scottish Highlands.
Mm-hmm. I would say that's one of the most affordable communities. It was one of the first ones that Pringle built in the Leesburg area. It is on 441, right in the midst of Leesburg. It is actually not gated with a guard or even one of those fancy, gates. So you can drive on in and drive around. It's mostly just smaller homes, very affordable. I would say that's your most affordable option, that and maybe Pennbrooke Fairways. So if that's what you're looking for, it's still deed restricted. They've got their, the people that live there love it. So you know what I mean? Never heard anybody. In fact, folks, I've never heard anybody complain about any of these, and we would tell you if there was something that was going on. Number 23.
Arlington Ridge. This is a cool community.
Arlington Ridge is, and it literally just finished building as well. It has got a beautiful golf course, great restaurant, and on that 55 plus row, on Highway 27 and 48 crossroads, it's got, what they did? They'd made a little sort of town square as their amenities, so it's got a cute vibe. They even have that theater with the, what are those called? Oh, the stadium type seating, theater seating, and it's just super cool. So that's unique to that.
Restaurant, bar, cool scene, cool vibe.
And Justin loves that golf course.
Yeah, Justin, you work there. What's your rating on the golf course? 1 out of 10.
It's really nice, really good shape, kind of an easy layout. I'll give it a 6.8.
Number 24, Palms at Serenoa.
Palms at Serenoa. So that is still building new. Again, just right down there by the parks, and it's a master plan community. Sawgrass goes through a whole bunch of different options. So by the way, if your kids are going to move down here too, you could live in your 55 plus, and they could buy a new house in the next neighborhood up, and you guys are within golf cart commute of each other. Anyway, so out back there, they're going to be able to reach the parks in 10 minutes. The best thing about Palms of Serenoa, it's a brand new D.R. Horton Freedom Home product, which means it's a production builder. You have to pick their packages. There's no custom anything going on, but it's affordable. So if you want to be near the parks, you got to check Palms of Serenoa out.
All right, here we go. You want me to do this last one? Here, you announce it. I'll talk about the community. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Before we do the last community, I got 2 quick things. One, we got new merchandise. Pretty cool. We got some hoodies and t-shirts. We've had a few people ask for them. Anything that we make off of this, we're gonna basically just put back into the channel and do fun giveaways for you guys. We'll figure it out as we go along. Just do fun stuff for you. The second thing is we have a downloadable PDF of all of these communities, breaking down the basic information, pricing, HOA, and lays it out on a map. If you're interested in the PDF, just email us at hello@explore55plus and we'll send that over.
Last but not least, number 25, Esplanade.
At Highland Ranch. Sister community to multi-generational community Canyonlands. This is a really cool community. It's kind of a small community. It's a little bit more neighborhoody. It's just got the amenities. The best part about Esplanade is the location. It's right on the Coast to Coast Trail, right in between downtown Winter Garden, downtown Claremont. So you could easily get an e-bike, hop on the trail, and go to the brewery in downtown Winter Garden, or go down to downtown Claremont and enjoy yourself. I think, to me, that's like the coolest part about that community, is obviously you have this nice little community, but then easy access to both of those and be fun. Be a fun lifestyle.
Yep, I agree. No, it has that kind of resort feel too. Remember, it had the cabanas, and then it had that, resistance pool. But it is
or the world's smallest lazy river.
Yeah, I will have to mention this. This will be important as you discover your lifestyle. If you like, those smaller communities aren't going to feel as active and vibrant as the bigger communities that have a bunch going on. But there's a hat for every head, and we've said it so many times. If we get to discover your hat, so to speak, we can help lead you.
That's good.
Or if we should discover your head, we can find your hat. How's that?
Oh, appreciate you guys. Can't say that enough. If you want to get connected with an agent,
You know how. Either call, email, or check out the website.
all right. Thank you guys. See you soon.
Because
So here, real quick at the end here. What?
well, I don't know.
I'm not sure I'm following what's happening.
I'm just doing back what you did to me half the time. Don't make it like you haven't done that. Didn't he just do that?
No, what do you stop it?